custom treats for you. We're going to start on the installation of the Carolina custom hood hinge, or as we normally refer to it, the three-way hinge. Now this hinge is particular in that it will open up from either side of the car, right? And it allows you to also to pull the hood forward of the cowl so you can access the back of the engine. I guess particularly good if you're building a Chevrolet. Now, here's my box it normally comes in, and I'm going to open it for you. And we're going to pull this thing out, and we're going to see what it looks like. Alright, inside our box we had three basic pieces to the hood setup. First we have here the hood braces. Now this holds the hood to a certain shape, and that's very important. We're going to put that in at a certain point in time, but not just yet. These are the hood and the pull rods for the release mechanism. And we're going to put them in too. Now, the most important part is right here. These are the hinge assemblies. Now, because we use the hinges on both sides of the hood, we actually have two different sets. One is a left and one is a right. Now, we're going to go through the process of modifying them so that they work with our car so that they're installed properly. And I'm going to show you how that's done. This is really the first thing we use. Okay? Now, let me take it out of the package and get one of our side cowls over here. Okay, now here we have the pieces out of the box, or out of the packaging. This is a fairly neat little thing, just so you can see that. These are electrical switches. Okay, and I'll press one down, like that, that allow you to set up the hood so that there's an interrupt on the ignition. Generally I don't use these, so I hang on to them anyway. And here's all the hardware that we're going to be using to install these on the side cowl. Now, real quick, this is the cowl in the closed position. I'm going to show you this like so. Alright. That's open. Close, open. That's actually off the whole limit of your thing. It doesn't seem a lot until you put it on. Okay? Wait till I put it on. Now, let me go get the side cowl like I promised you the first time. Okay, now, here we have the side cowl. Now, our hood hinge is going to go in here just like this. As you can see, I have a little bit of an interference problem here, and that's about the only place I have one. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shave this down a little bit so that it sits up there flush. I can also trim a little bit out of the inside of the lip here that it goes along. I can do that as well. Keep in mind, when you're installing it, that this release mechanism pulls to the rear. So, what we're going to have to do, I want you to see this, you have to set it up so that it pulls backwards. If you flip it, or use the wrong side, like this, you're going to have to pull the cable, or you're going to have to pull this thing out of the grill. I don't think you want to do that. So, when we install the hood hinge on here, we want it to go so that it pulls to the rear. This is the rear, this is the front. Alright? There we go. Now, let me get it set up for the next part of this. Alright. Just so that you can see, one of the things I do is I cut the back right here, and I cut the back to match the cowl. Okay? I'm going to allow it to go a little bit further back, not too far back, because I want the proper clearance here. Okay, but we're going to cut this back so we can go back in. This actually will aid putting the side cowl on later on. Now, as you can see, I've gone in and set this where basically I want it. Okay, and the latch is working the way it is. I've gone in here with my DA. I've flattened this out. Okay, so that it will fit better. Still not a perfect fit, but that's, unless we remake the underside of the fiberglass or the raw side of the fiberglass, we won't get a better fit. And I think that what we're going to do will be more than enough to take care of this. Now, I have to cut this. And I'm going to cut a little bit. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see if we can angle this up. Hang on. On this end, after I make the cut on the angle cut, I'm going to match this to the towel here, or to the side panel here. So we're going to end up cutting a little piece off of this end as well. This will make the side piece fit rather nicely. Okay, we've gone into the handheld mode here so that I can show you what I've done. Alright? Now, here you see I have a gap here, and I've cut the end of this so that it matches up with the cowl. Now, this allows us to run the side panel rather, this allows us to run the hood latch assembly without the side panel on it and still have it look good. As you can see, we haven't done anything else to it, but you'll notice that it's kind of flush here, and that's a good thing. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark along here, and I'm going to drill a series of holes to secure the hood, or rather the side panel, to this bar. And I'm going to drill and tap these things so that I can put a certain type of screw in there. And I'm actually going to countersink the fiberglass so these will be held in. Now I have these little tiny welding clamps that I use to hold this into place. You can use C-clamps, or in the worst possible scenario, you can actually hot glue this thing into place while you're doing it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this, and I'm going to drill the holes, and then I'm going to drill and tap the aluminum bar so that I can mount the bar to the side cowl. As you can see, we don't have any interference problems with the side panel right now. Now let me go ahead and do that. Okay, let me show you what I've done here. Actually, let me zoom in for a second. Alright, what I've done is using this paint stick, I've determined where the center of the aluminum bar is on our side panel. Now, you'll see a mark here. This is 6 inches from here. So I measured from here to here, marked it at 6 inches, then measured from here to here, marked it at 12 inches, measured another 6, marked it here, and then another 12, then marked it here. Curiously enough, just so you know, from here to here is 6 inches as well. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 holes in this bar, or in the side panel, to hold it into place.